Now you have all these Islam men yelling Allah Akbar. I have a question for you guys. If America were to get in a war with a country like Iraq, who would you guys defend, America or Iraq?
We won't get in a war. That's not permissible for us. But at the same time,
who would you defend first?
We would support our brothers in Iraq. That's the only way.
So you wouldn't defend America?
We would not defend America.
But you're American.
But at the same time, listen. At the same time, America is our country because we were born here. But in our Islamic book, we're not allowed to fight with people that are against our religion. So we just take up the jail time.
So you would
That's
not.
what we do.
So you would not defend America?
I would go to jail instead of fighting for America.
So at very best, we have millions of military-aged men with split loyalties who are indifferent to the survival of America. And at very worst, we have millions of military-aged men within our borders who are willing to take up arms against us at a moment's notice. That right there is why it's a problem to have a population that isn't bound by a shared history or tradition. If you don't care about America or her history, why would you care if she survives? As Americans, we understand how unique, special, and beautiful America is in the grand scheme of human history. So we want to preserve it. But for a lot of foreigners, they simply see America as a place where they can get a better job opportunity than back home. And thanks to the left's cultural Marxism war, for the past couple of decades, assimilation has been rebranded as seeking white approval. White people wanting you to engage in cultural erasure to appeal to their sensitivities. Assimilation was rebranded and reframed as inherently racist and intolerant. But if it's racist for me to say I don't want America to look, feel, or operate like Palestine or India or Haiti, then I guess I'm racist. But the guy that you saw in the first clip was actually the deputy mayor, the second in charge. Let's hear from the actual mayor, who's even worse, a white guy selling out his country with a grin on his face.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Patterson is proud to have the largest Muslim population in the state of New Jersey. And we are a better city because Muslims call Patterson home. And as you can see here in South Patterson on Palestine Way, we are proud to light the Hilal, something that has inspired other cities. As a matter of fact, over 50 cities now in this state light the Hilal, and I'd like to think 60, I stand to be corrected, over 60 other municipalities in the state of New Jersey light a fanus or halal, and I'd like to think that Patterson has inspired all of these cities and towns. Yalla, Zeku, come on. But I want to brag about Patterson first. Patterson embraces and appreciates Islam. So much so that we are one of the few cities in the country where children are afforded a day off for both Eid holidays so they can celebrate with their families.
I want you to understand what he said. Patterson is a better city because Muslims call it home. Not that it's a different city or a unique city. No, it's a better city. That implies the superiority of the people, of the culture, of the religion, of the customs, of the language. He is bending the knee to a foreign culture that now determines the electability of government officials. And I love how the left waged an entire culture war to remove Christianity from schools, from government, from all institutions in the name of secularism, in the name of separation of church and state. But now they're wildly enthusiastic to have Islam embedded in the very same institutions. They never wanted Christianity out of these institutions because it ostracizes people who aren't Christians. They just wanted to completely capture these institutions for themselves. But the problem is, Islam isn't a very tolerant religion. They don't believe in the freedom of speech. They don't believe in the critique of Islam. They don't believe in freedom for women. They certainly don't believe in the separation of mosque and state. And they believe their religious laws are supreme to man-made laws. And they see all man-made laws that are contradictory to their religious laws as an affront to their God. It's a religion of conquest where the highest honor is dying as a martyr in a religious war. And the grand prize for dying in the name of expanding Islam is you go to heaven and get 72 virgins. What a weird religion all around. If I understand correctly, when you build a mosque on earth, you get a house built for you in heaven. It's literally a religion that is predicated on expansion and violent conversion. And that's why in America, we had hundreds, if not thousands of people rallying in the street, mourning the death of Iran's Ayatollah. Watch this.